It'll be a 20-lap main event for the 602s. Michael Smith and Colby Cannon will lead the field to green. Colt Smith, Chris Patterson make up row 2. Row 3 will be Chris Norwood and Chucky Duncan, Jim Blackwell, Nick Coleman, Michael Stewart, and Keaton Smith. The field as they make their way down to the orange stripe. The blue water tanks through turn 4, waiting on the 12 as the field into the hands of Michael Smith, and nobody goes, so we'll try it again. All right, let's see if we can get it going this time. Michael Smith and Colby Cannon up on the front row. Colt Smith, Chris Patterson still in row 2. Chucky Duncan back up to the outside of row 3 for his starting spot, alongside the 32 of Chris Norwood. I gotta wait till you get past the orange stripe, and then the leader can start the race past there. Now into the hands of the 12. Here we go, green flag, much better start this time, down into turn 1. Smith able to get single file, and now Colt Smith will join him up to the second spot as both of them able to clear Colby Cannon. So they work their way down into turn 3. Cannon changes his line back down to the inside, trying to work back around Colt Smith. He'll slam the door on him and hang on to second. Cannon works back down to the inside, slides up a hill. Colt keeps the advantage off the corner, but has a ways to go to try and track down Michael, but he's got plenty of laps to do it. Michael Smith leads the first couple of laps. Rest of the field, everybody dropping down single file apart from Colby Cannon, still trying to find a way around Colt Smith there for that runner-up position. Chris Patterson back and forth, about half a second back behind them. Michael Smith has established a full second lead, 1 full second over Colt Smith down the back straightaway. Colby Cannon has fallen to about half a second back as Jim Blackwell has clobbered the turn 2 wall. Bounces off, does a good job of keeping it going, but caution is back out. And there is one more car down against the inside wall. That looks like the C1 of Chucky Duncan was also involved in that melee. Caution flag out with 3 laps complete. Lights are out, green flag coming out once we get down the back straightaway. Michael Smith in control of things. Led those first 3 laps over Colt Smith, Colby Cannon, Chris Patterson, and Chris Norwood as things run through the top 5. Field down the back straightaway. Waiting on the leader. Green flag comes out as Michael Smith. Pretty decent jump on second place Colt Smith as they come down the front stretch. Already about a 2, but give it 3 car length gap for Michael Smith over Colt down into turn 3 as Colby Cannon once again picking back up where he left off for that fight for the second spot, trying to find a way around Colt. The top 3 are gone and away. Then it's Chris Patterson on the island by himself as Keaton Smith, all out of shape in the back of the field, keeps it rolling though. Back to the front of the pack as Michael Smith trying to click off some laps here with Colt Smith under duress from Colby Cannon. First, second, and third, all former track champions here at Laurens with Chris Patterson in tow. Best battle on track right now is that second spot. Cannon diving down to the inside, just does not have the grip down there to find what he needs to get around Colt. And that has let Michael scoot away to a 2.5 lead, although we may have to deal with some lap traffic before the end of this one as Keaton Smith and Michael Stewart were going at it for the 8th spot. And the first car Michael Smith will reach is Stewart. Stewart drops down to the inside, does not impede any advance there from the leaders, although it might be trouble here for Colt Smith as he tries to navigate around Stewart. Colby Cannon had to check up from getting into him. And Stewart is right in Colby Cannon's lane, though. As he goes to the high side, Cannon will drop down to the low side. Back up front, Michael Smith now trying to get around Keaton Smith as Keaton goes across the nose of Michael Smith. Not everybody keeps them going straight. And one car almost flipped it over, but managed to stay four wheels on the ground. Michael Stewart looped it around and almost looped it over on his lid. A caution flag out here right around halfway. Trouble there for the 24 of Michael Stewart is the cause of the caution. Just had gone a lap down. Leader showing 10 complete. It'll be 10 more to go with stock 4 on deck. Lights back out here for the Thunder Bombers. 10 laps complete, 10 more to go with Michael Smith out in front of Colt Smith, Colby Cannon, Chris Patterson, Chris Norwood, Nick Coleman, Chucky Duncan, Keaton Smith, and Michael Stewart. Field down through 3 and 4. Green flag back out. Everybody down to the lower groove, at least the first 4 cars off of turn 2. Chris Patterson setting his sights down on third place, Colby Cannon. Chris down to the lower side and Cannon up to the higher side. Cannon prevails with the advantage off the corner, hangs on to that third and final podium position. Michael Smith already jumping out to a half a second lead. It may be more as they get off of turn 4 here. Colby Cannon up the hill again, and Chris Patterson once again trying to find a way around them. Nothing doing for the driver of the P8 as he is down to the inside wall trying to find some grip downstairs. Those two battling away as Colt Smith not gaining but not losing anything on Michael Smith either. Still about a half a second advantage there for the 12 over the 45 as things currently run. Michael Smith over Colt Smith. And battle for third continuing to pick it up. Colby Cannon hanging on to that third spot as Chris Patterson laying back to try and make another run here with about 6 laps to go. Michael Smith still may have to deal with some lap traffic before this one is over as he is quickly reeling in that 24 of Michael Stewart again, who was your most recent caution. Off of turn 2, Stewart down to the low side. Michael Smith around the outside. Cole to follow him through. Colby Cannon almost clipped the right rear, but able to scoot by unimpeded as we are less than 5 laps to go. It is Michael Smith by a full second over Colt Smith, who has 8/10 over third place Colby Cannon. Those 3 have been the class of the field all night and have broken away from the rest of the pack. One more lap car to deal with. It's the K7 of Keaton Smith down into turn 3. Everybody around to the outside, no issues there. 2 laps to go for Michael Smith though. Michael Smith kind of has a knack for winning these opening events here. Won the season opener a few years back. Actually, I think he did it back-to-back years. As the white flag comes out, Michael Smith, 1 more lap to go into 12. Colt Smith, 1.1 seconds back. Michael Smith, smooth off turn 2, down the back straightaway, into turn 3 and 4 for the final time, off a corner, a dominant victory for the 12, Michael Smith for the 602s. Colt Smith second, Colby Cannon third, 4th will be Chris Patterson, and 5th will be Chris Norwood.